It is drama, it is comedy, it also is playing with genres a lot. Where do you fall in the vein of, you know, I feel like I am more a dramatic actress, so I'm really excited to do comedy, or is it the reverse? Or like, do you feel like you're a little bit of everything anyway?
I mean, I would love to. I'm knocking on wood, but I really feel very lucky that God gave me the gift of acting. I love to storytell. I love to tell people's story. I love to open eyes and make people laugh and cry. I feel very confident in both being someone that was very blessed to be trained. Drama's always fun to do because you get, who doesn't love to do a nice, yummy, dramatic scene? But comedy, I love to laugh. Laughter makes everybody happy. You lose weight when you laugh.
I like that.
Yeah, right? I'm like,
I don't know if
all
it's
the
true,
time.
but I like it.
Yeah.
Do you feel like I mean, I was a big supporter of Happy Endings. I wrote about the show a lot. Do you feel like you're taking anything from that show by any chance and bringing it here?
I was on Happy Endings.
That's what I'm talking. I know, I'm just talking randomly.
I was like, oh my God, that's such a coincidence.
No, of course, everybody, I mean, I'm not going to walk up to you and call you Riri, but, you know. Do you like feel like you're taking anything from that show for the comedy of this show, or are they just so different?
No. I think it has similar elements of comedy from, like, I would say from Happy Endings, from Modern Family. It's very grounded comedy at times. People's just nuances, people's neurotic minds get led. I would say it's also very similar to like Ugly Betty comedy, you know? It's very grounded comedy, some physical comedy. But I mean, me personally as an actress, I pull from everything I've learned.
Okay.
So I mean, Jane is not Riri.
No, of course not. But just the idea.
Yeah, she doesn't have enough attitude to be Riri. But
maybe in season 4.
Yes.
When she's a little jaded.
Yeah, after she's had the baby and she's like, listen.
Right.
Life is worn on me.
Well, I mean, now that with the pilot, you know, we see where she gets her. She's in this relationship, but then she has this pull of someone from her past. Yeah. She has this added drama and issue of, I have this baby that I'm not going to keep at the end of the day, but that I'm going to be carrying. Yeah. I mean, what do you see as like her main conflict moving forward? Is there one that really is more front burner, do you think, than the others, or is it all kind of together?
You know, I would say that moving forward, her conflict is going to be the same pull she has between studying to be a teacher, studying to do something logical, logic, and then her dream of being a writer. That same pull of what feels like it's the right way to go, and what feels like the way that my heart is pulling me. And I think she's going to have that in her drama with, you know, with her fiancé and her baby daddy.
Right.
She's going to be like, you know, who am I actually in love with?
Right.
And what is the right, smart decision to make? And I think what's going to be great about that, and it's going to see the same dynamic with her family, you know? Their ideas of her and what she should do and how her life should be led, and the life that she wants to lead. And I think what's beautiful about that and what makes that so relatable is that we all do that. Yeah. We all are like, okay, this seems right, this is safe, and this is what I'm after. Right. And where am I going to go, in what point in my life, and in what direction? Right. And so I see a lot of different paths continuing to come in front of her where she has to decide which route to take, and then all the awesome nuances that are going to happen on that journey. But I mean, the writers don't tell me much.
Oh no, and it's still early.
They drive me crazy.
It's still early.
And they'll leave me little tidbits, and I'm like, well, then what happens? And they're like, no, because they know my big mouth. I'll be like. But a
lot of people too feel like I don't want to know too much because I don't want to give it away too early. Yes. So.
And I like to go with the story. I like to live her story as she's living it versus try to be like, I know by episode 8.
Right. Right. All that being said, the audience learned something about her father at the end of the pilot that she does not.
No.
Do you feel like that is information that she should have soon? Because I'll just say this, as somebody who grew up watching soap operas, it's very weird to potentially learn the person you were crushing on is your father. Yeah. That could go the wrong way, is all I'm saying.
That can totally get, wow, I didn't think about that, like a real iffy. But what's interesting about her love with telenovelas is that it is the fantasy world that she wants to write. The fantasy world, the free world that she doesn't live in. She lives in a very structured, if I do this, this will happen, A plus B equals C. Right. And the idea of her not having a father figure for the majority of her life has been a constant battle with her. So the discovery of her having a father, which actually I don't even know when we're going to discover.
Right, it's still early.
But the discovery is going to be huge, not just because it's somebody that she's like, dreamboat. Because I know quickly, as soon as somebody, if I was like, wow, you're dreamy, and then they're like, that's your cousin, I'd be like, wow.
Yeah.
Immediately, like, no. Yeah, instantly no attraction.
But it changes the way you perceive, I think, a lot of things, because if you're growing up dreaming of this world, not him.
Him specifically, yeah.
Right. I mean, and then he is actually a part of your world.
I think that's going to be huge for her, you know? And it's the same way her watching the telenovelas, and then this kind of happens to her life. It's that moment of like, oh, I'm not far from like this risky world, this world that I can't control.
Right.
None of us can control life. I don't know what the hell is going on, girl. I don't know what's going on today. I'm like pinching myself every 3 seconds, like this is not really happening, you know? And so when people get out of, at least specifically talking about interviews and us, people get out of the hoopla of Hollywood and who they think they are and blah, 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 which I definitely don't think anything, but we're all human.
Yeah.
We all don't know what the hell is going on. We all are out of control, and we all just really pray that it works out in our favor. So it's going to be really interesting to see what's going on in her world, what the writers write in her world when she discovers this, because that's going to be very telling to me as an actor of like how to approach certain situations depending on where she is in her life. In her pregnancy, in her relationship with the baby daddy, and with her relationship with her mother. Will she look at her mother so much differently now? Now that she's complete, will she feel this completeness where she doesn't have to continue to seek towards this perfection? Because she's constantly trying to be something her mother wasn't. Now, when father comes into play and she realizes the reason why, I'm guessing that there's going to be some turmoil of how she perceives the world.
Yeah.
And that's exciting.
Yeah.
Because that means I can go anywhere.
Freedom.
Uh-oh.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you,